Hello wonderful people, my name is Valentine Muga and welcome to Talk It Show. Hello wonderful people, welcome back to Talk It Show on Real Generation TV. My name is Valentine Muga, your host, and today we have our guest. She's been here before. I'm not being a spoiler because the last time she was here, the feedback was great and the impact was amazing, and therefore I would not hesitate to have a second invitation of her with us today. Welcome. Thank you for honoring my invitation, or our invitation as Real Generation TV.
Thank you.
We are blessed actually to have you here. You tell us your name once again, because I'm sure some people are trying to forget. Let us remind them that you are actually here.
Yeah, so I'm glad to be back. My name's Sharon Amondi, and I'm a psychologist working with the sustainable integrated services for communities. And yeah, I'm also a program director in the same organization, and we work a lot with adolescents and their mental health. So I'm glad to be back on the show. Thank you.
No, welcome. We're glad to have you too. And then today we are going to be speaking about something that is not new, but spreading awareness is always good, especially with the specialists around. I think that is awesome and to take advantage of. We are going to be speaking about narcissism among the youth, but also generally. So she'll start by explaining to us what narcissism is, what comes to our mind when we mention narcissism. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think this is something that cropped up recently, and people have been talking about it, trying to put like 1 + 1 together. Definitions have come up, and characteristics of a narcissism. So I believe as a psychologist that it is something that is still being researched on, because even the DSM does not give like a full-blown topic on narcissism. It's just like a small part that comes up when it comes to narcissism. So it is something that is still under research. It is something that people are trying to create awareness about out there. So yeah, if we can embrace that we have narcissists amongst us, then it will be easy for us. So I'll just begin by saying narcissism is perceived as a grandiose person, somebody who see themselves as the Lord. Let me use that term. They see themselves as the Lord, like it's all about me. They always feel like the world revolves around them, like everything should be about them. Even the people around them should do things the way they want them to be done. They should live their lives the way they want them to live their lives. So that is a narcissist. If at one point you get with somebody and you feel like this person is pretty much controlling my life, then that is a red flag, like you're dealing with a narcissist. Yeah.
So I think something that has really been that has raised an alarm is they want you to live how they dictate.
Yeah.
So these are also dictators kind of personality. They dictate whoever is around them, whatever is around them, to act in line to what they want.
Exactly.
Okay. So in this case, I'm thinking, okay, are all narcissists like the same? Like,
no.
Do we have categories of narcissists?
Yes, we have categories. I'm not sure if I want to deal with all of them today, but they are. I won't say like there's a most common one, because they show different characteristics.
Wow.
We have narcissists who will love bomb you, like ile mapenzi moto hot, like they will really love bomb you, and you'll feel like, really, I'm loved, like this person is all about me, but you see, what they do is something that is it's like they're breaking your spirit from really who you are to what they want you to be.
Okay, hold on. love bombing. This person is giving you, I mean, like, I'm thinking ladies out here will agree with me that once you get someone who is giving you the attention you've been craving for, who's giving you love, all of a sudden, like, there's a lot of love, there's gifts there, they give gifts,
Yeah.
there's gifts, and then you want to tell me that that person is stopping me from
Actually
becoming
they
who I am?
come out as the selfless people, like people who are so selfless. They will give you money, gifts,
want
they will
money?
give you attention, they'll call you anytime, any day. At night you'll talk the whole night. But then again, by the time you open your eyes, okay, for somebody who does so much for you, there's just somehow that you would want to bow to whatever they tell you.
Very true.
So by the time you'll be opening your eyes, you'll find out that they have actually controlled a greater portion of your life, like starting from your career, what you wear, how you speak to people, the people you hang around with. So imagine this person loves you, like anakupenda ile for real. Now I'm talking about the love bombing part.
Yeah.
And then they come and tell you, Valentine, I don't like this your friend because she does 1, 2, 3, and I feel like she's jealous, and I feel like, but because you feel like this person loves you so much, you'll go like, okay, like I don't want to lose my relationship, I don't want my friends coming in my circle and spoiling things for me, so you'll do away with your friends.
With me.
Yeah, you'll start doing away with your friends. Some of them go to an extent that they actually separate you from your family. So at the end of the day, you find yourself just you and this person. Probably you don't have a career because they'll start telling you your career is taking so much of your time from me, and I don't feel maybe your career is going somewhere, and I'm planning this and this for you. You see, so because there's that love you feel that is giving you that to you, according to you, is correct, you'll start losing these things one by one. Now that is just one type of narcissism we are talking about.
Okay.
Then we have another narcissist who will come outright, like so controlling, like
there's no denying it.
yeah, like
I am
ni wale watu wenye wanakuambia you either stay or go.
Wow.
Remember, if you're desperate for a relationship, you will be like, I want to stay, I want to love you. So they'll go like, you see, me, I love you. I really do love you, but it's your choice. You either stay or you go.
They just let you know this is how I want you to live.
Yeah.
And this is how it's going to be. So if this is the time, actually I think I can dramatize. This is the time for you to say if you are going to stay or you're going to leave. But these are the conditions. They're not changing whatsoever. And you said for a desperate person.
Yeah, for a desperate person, they really fall for such kind of a person.
Yeah.
Because for you to actually click, if you're not aware of yourself, I always talk about self-awareness all the time. If you're not aware of yourself, you're not aware of what you really want out of a relationship, you'll go like, I really want a relationship, and I think this guy is a nice person, so maybe I'll try and play by his cards until maybe we are compatible, or I'm right by him, or I'm just I fit into the category of the kind of woman he wants. So he'll come out right, they'll abuse you, they'll do stuff, so you'll always live in fear. And once you get into that stage of you really fear these people, because you are literally walking around, what do you call it, like an eggshell, the eggshells, like you are so scared of stepping on one of them because you're scared of being pricked, right?
Yeah.
So these are people who come outright as abusive. They are always angry, they are always just on top of their emotions. So you find people like this, at the end of the day, you don't know how to relate to them, you don't know how to communicate to them, because you're scared, like I don't know what to tell you, or I don't know what to say to you, I don't know what conversation I'm supposed to have with you, because at some point I might say something that irritates you, I might say something that doesn't go well with you, and you're going to get angry.
Yeah.
and their anger is not just like
the normal anger,
the normal
that we talk
anger,
about the temperaments.
Yeah, you see, like right now I can say something offensive to you, but because you're not a narcissist, of course you'll be offended by it.
Yeah, definitely.
But you'll be like, okay, I really didn't like what you said because of this and this, and then I apologize. But these people like literally take it personal. Like, you've really hurt me.
The extreme levels.
You have really, really hurt me.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the day, actually, if you analyze what you said or what you did, and even if you went to tell the world will be like, you need to do away with that person.
It's overreacting.
Yeah. Somebody who really overreacts.
Yeah.
Narcissists are not only found in relationships. We have narcissistic friends, we have narcissistic bosses, we have narcissistic parents, and to some extent we still have narcissistic children.
Could be there. Very true.
Yeah, because you find those children who really control their parents.
What? Definitely yes. Now that I have agreed.
They really control their parents to an extent. Tunashanga, who gave birth to the other one?
Very true.
Who am I supposed to be dealing with?
Yeah.
Right here.
Definitely. Yeah.
But it's just worse if you have a narcissistic parent, because definitely this is a characteristics that they are tricking down to the children. They're going to know that as a woman I need to be taking this and this and this. As a man I need to be doing 1, 2, 3, which is not let me put it quote in quote, it's not like something that is accepted by the society, but because of the conditioning that you have been conditioned that I need to be staying in an abusive space, in an abusive area, or in an abusive
environment.
Yeah. So I'll say like people who have grown up in a narcissistic home, especially with narcissistic parents, they always come out like they can also come out as narcissists, or they can heal for the better, or they can heal for the worse, where they're conditioned to stay in that abusive environment.
Yeah.
So peace to them sounds like boredom.
That's sad.
Yeah, it is.
That's sad when you go into a very great environment, you start meeting the right people and you're thinking this is not it. I think this was just weird and very boring. I'm used to some drama, and by drama I don't mean the normal drama, guys. I mean like chaos. That's so sad.
Yeah, it is. It is a sad case, but the saddest part is that narcissists barely or rarely even come out to accept that I am a narcissist. They are always, I don't know if it is in denial, but I would say it's something like in denial. It's just a personality disorder that they have owned, that they have accepted. This is me. That's why mtu atakwambia, by the way, I'm a very arrogant person, and you can't change me. That's me. So you look at this person and wonder like,
like, wait,
am I going to really deal with this?
Did you just say I'm arrogant and there's nothing you can do about it? Like, this is me. Yo, chill.
I know.
No.
Okay, for me, I'm speaking about these things because I've been in that space of dealing with the narcissist, and being aware of narcissists right now, I can easily point out that this is a narcissist. So I can either choose, do I want to deal with this person or do I not want to deal with this person? And at some point, because I've also gained some skills on how to deal with them, I can deal with you maybe for a few times or for a few days, weeks, months, but I don't think it will reach to a point that I'll be like, how did I get here?
Oh yeah.
Because every step I'm aware, like everything you do, I'm aware. I'm aware. Whatever you're doing comes from a narcissistic point of view.
Okay.
If you're telling me your career is not doing well, you really need to do away with that and do this and do that, you're trying to control everything, I'll stop and say, I know what you're doing. I might not point it right to your face because to you it won't make sense, but I'm actually done with you.
Okay. At what point do you're like, so this is my friend, probably an example out there, this is my friend, and I think my friend, because when you talked about how somebody can all of a sudden gain control of you because of showing you so much love and so much affection, the love bombing part, I feel like friends do that a lot, and it reaches a point this friend crosses a boundary, because we all, truth be told, we all have boundaries that we don't want people to cross,
Yes,
but this person, because they've been showing you excess affection, they've been giving you, you don't even ask for, they just bring you things, they give you, and then it reaches a point they're crossing a boundary and you can't simply tell this person because you feel like, no, I don't think so, they've been good after all, they've been, so I think the actually people who are facing narcissism in friendships, you're giving people passes on boundaries that they shouldn't be getting passes. And at this, it was at this point that you realized, guys, you are supposed to be realizing right now that it's not supposed to be like that. So I think that can also be, it can also be pointed out, and also
narcissistic friends actually can really mess you up badly,
because the
especially if they are
also,
especially if they are also your colleagues. Because remember, these people, they are always victimizing themselves. Like, I am the victim here.
Yeah.
No matter what I do to you, I am the victim. So in as much as you'll come and tell them, by the way, you really hurt me, or I didn't like the way you spoke to me, they'll say, okay, I'm sorry, but you see, there's always a but there. Like, it's not I'm sorry, a genuine thing. Yeah. So but you made me angry, you made me do 1, 2, 3. So they are victimizing themselves. So at the end of the day, they are actually reversing the script to you apologizing, and you're like, oh, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Actually, you become the bad person in this picture.
Oh, manipulating you.
Yeah. So if you find friends, to say me like a colleague who is a narcissist, they go like, there's usually maybe, let's say, like awards in workplaces, there's always promotions, they'll always come like, she didn't even deserve that promotion, she didn't deserve that raise, I mean, I'm the one who works better than her, I'm always doing better than her, I come early, I do this. So they can really jeopardize your work.
And they can actually talk you out of a great position.
Exactly.
They can easily talk you out of an opportunity.
These are people who are capable of killing you in your sleep, and they won't feel anything about it.
Don't feel guilt, because now that brings me to the next point about, we are talking about this person can actually kill your dreams, or can actually make sure that you are trailing down.
Yeah, they actually pull you down.
And this aspect, I want to bring the aspect of, we have narcissists who don't know they are narcissists. So this person at the end of the day doesn't even want to take claim of she's the one who did it, because she did. How is she even aware that she's...
Yeah, that is because...
that is actually very true. If you can highlight about us not being aware, the narcissist who's abusing you is not aware that he or she is abusing you for status. No, that one has to be addressed.
So most of them are not aware, because narcissism is a personality disorder. It's actually a whole disorder that needs treatment, and sometimes it comes off as bipolar. So I always say, like, it's an overlap. Like, these two personality disorders, it's like an overlap, because a narcissist is somebody who can come up, like, today that you're happy with them, like your relationship is going so well, whether being a parent, whether you're in a romantic relationship or just a friendship thing. Today they're happy, like really happy with you. They're commending you for stuff you've done for them. They're like, oh, you are the best person. And tomorrow, it's like you don't know who you are dealing with again. They have really flipped, like, you are the bad person. So having this as a personality disorder, they are seeking something that they lack in them.
Okay.
They are seeking maybe gratification. They are seeking attention. They are seeking love. They are seeking. So for them, it is a do or die affair. It is you either love me or love me. That is why unapata somebody will kill the wife or the husband because they left them. They went to be with somebody else, but for them they're like, you can't be with somebody else.
Yeah, very
You
true. There
can't
have been
be with
several
somebody.
cases like those
Yeah,
lately.
yeah, and I'm saying like it's a personality disorder that people have embraced, and
That's the saddest
somehow
part,
even
yeah.
the victims have really embraced this part, but unknowingly also, because when I came into this relationship, there are some expectations that I had. There might have been that love bombing that I felt like I'm really being loved. But when this person is breaking you, breaking your career, breaking your spirit, breaking literally everything
Even
around
your the people that you
won't
love
even know.
around you. Yeah.
You won't even know because Valentine, if I come here and tell you, Valentine, by the way, I don't like your friend so and so because I feel like they are they are maybe dragging you down, and then so you'll start putting 1 + 1, because remember, nobody is perfect.
Exactly. Yeah,
But then
true.
again, you'll start putting these flaws of your friend 1 + 1 and actually feel like they're coming out as
though they're
correct.
making sense.
Yeah, but then narcissists are so convincing that if a narcissist came here and told someone, by the way, Sharon is a bad person, she did this and this and this, and that person would really cry, roll on the floor. You know, everybody will be like, I think I believe this person.
They can move people. They can be
Yeah.
really great sales market of people.
I really say they are good actors.
They are good actors.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now that we have discussed what narcissism is, the type of narcissist that we have, the experiences, and the examples of how they are occurring right now in our lives, we have them. We have already acknowledged that we have this narcissist.
Yeah.
What can we do about them? How can we be able to thrive despite having them? For us who are in their environment, and probably somebody who's not even able to admit, but according to the characteristics that we have said, they're like, by the I think to some extent I'm part of the people who are called narcissists. They don't know how, okay, what am I doing from here, how do I go? And the rest of us who are living with them and don't really have an option, especially whereby you're having a parent or you're having this particular brother, also siblings, what do we do so that we can be able to thrive even despite them being in the community? Because we say, after all, a market can never be complete without a mad person. And we have always learned how to live with these mad people. And psychologists say, I don't even know if you'll say the same, but they say everybody is a mad person. That's
Yes,
what the last time I was talking to a psychologist, they just told me everyone is a mad person. The only difference is moderation.
Yeah, like the degree of madness.
Yeah, she has confirmed it, guys. So if you could take us that, how can we thrive through it?
First of all, we need to be aware of narcissism.
Okay.
That is one thing that needs awareness right now, because not so many people know even if they're dealing with a narcissist or what they are really dealing with. That is number one. Number two, we have to accept that these people will never change. They never change. I think only 1 out of like 1,000 will come up and say, I'm actually a narcissist and I'm willing to change. So I'm willing to go to therapy, I'm willing to deal with my issues, you know.
Yeah.
So we have to accept that these people, they rarely change. So don't ever think like if you're going into a relationship and this person is a narcissist, you have the chance of changing that person.
Yeah.
That is a zero chance.
Stop being Jesus, in short. Stop playing Jesus. Just allow God to heal people. Don't go saying that you can't, you'll be abused, and then you'll come out here and then we'll start telling you, it's the character development everyone must go through.
No, you don't
No, you don't have to go through that lane. We are telling you this in advance so that you can make informed choices. We always say, know better to do better.
Information is key anyway. Yeah, so and then we already have people who are in these relationships, narcissistic relationship. I know it's always easier for somebody to point out like, why don't you just walk out of that relationship, you know? So it is always good to understand that these people did not just come all at once and started behaving the way they're behaving right now. It was a process.
Yeah.
They break you little by little.
Actually,
You know,
the alert about being abused rarely comes on the first time.
No, it doesn't.
Rarely comes on first, because we have people who have signed divorce papers or gotten separated after a very long time of going through a particular experience, but it's only that the very last one was very pronounced and extreme.
Yeah.
And so that's the one that they noticed, but all along they have gone through that, but in the minor stages. So when it has already accrued, that's when they're like, oh, this is it. So it's very, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's a whole process that somebody goes through, and then you know, living always becomes hard because these people have already broken your spirit. They've put you in a space where by you believe that they are the only people who can love you. Some narcissists even will tell you outright, like, there's nobody who will love you the way I do.
And that coming from somebody that you have really given yourself to and you have been obsessed with, when they tell you that no one else is gonna love you, it turns, as much as we wanna say that, no, I know I'll get other people, when you go back and you're sitting in your bedroom or you're just alone, we all know that there's a way that the doubt comes in, and it creeps in, and you're like, by the way, probably yes, there's no one. So I also agree with that, and it's true.
Yeah, because okay, I don't mean to bring the spiritual aspect of it, but I always say our ears are like gates. Whatever we hear is what builds in us. If you are used that negativity of every day, you are not good enough, you will actually start believing I'm not good enough.
Very true.
Nobody else will love you the way I do. You'll actually start believing, how do I even start? How do I even walk past these? Like, will I ever find somebody who loves me? So you find yourself sitting in this situation because there are some things you've really heard about yourself that has put you to a point of, this is what I believe, this is what I know. Nobody will ever love me the way he does or she does. Nobody is going to take me the way I am. I am not beautiful enough. I am fat, or I'm ugly, or I'm this and this, you know, because they have really fed you so much of that negativity about yourself that you can't even see yourself moving past all these. You've completely lost yourself in them.
That is very true. So I think from that, what you said, they have already tampered with your belief system.
Yeah.
So I think one way we can start thriving is by, now that we are aware they have tampered with this belief system, can we start working on actually getting on the true belief system that was there before it got tampered with? Can that be an option?
Yes. It's usually a challenge for somebody to actually come out of it, but when you actually start becoming aware of yourself and actually start speaking to yourself and saying like, I know I am broken, I know I am in a very bad space, you start putting positivity in you, then you start working on you. You start to, maybe you'll just wake up one morning or every day in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. So what you're doing, you're starting to shut all this negativity out. But it's not easy. Remember, you live with this person, so even if you wake up in the morning and still say I'm beautiful, there's somebody who will remind you that you're ugly.
Yeah, true.
So you cannot easily come out of that space unless you walk out. But then walking out is never easy, as people will say, why don't you just walk out of that relationship? You know, what are you doing with this person? Like,
and they say there's so many other people out here. I mean, I don't understand why you're still stuck there.
It's never easy as they put it. Because remember, you have already been entangled with this person so much, not just physically but spiritually, the belief system. You have entangled yourself. Maybe you have kids, you have investments, you have I'm now talking about investing in maybe emotionally. You've invested in this relationship, because investing with the narcissist is really hard when now we are talking about
well, they are controlling majority of the assets, actually.
Yeah,
in that aspect. To begin
and let me
with.
make this clear. I'm actually talking about children in this equation, and let me make it clear that a narcissist can never make a good father or a good mother, because they will transfer that narcissism into their children.
Okay.
I mean, if I cannot love the woman or the man I'm having children with enough, why would I love the children enough?
So it's actually a fact. It's nothing that we are debating on. That's actually a fact right out there. So, okay.
They cannot. And if you find a narcissist who actually shows that love, it is always because they are looking for something extra.
Okay.
They will even turn and start using children against you.
Very true.
They will even
That
poison
sounds
the
very
mind of
true.
these children against you.
Okay.
So it is always something that they are doing this to gain this. It's not out of pure heart. It's not out of genuinity. You know, something like that.
Okay. So even as we wind up, I just want, especially on the aspect of working out, because that is one option that you've given us, but you've said working out is not so easy, especially for, I'm going to just go back on the when we have, where we have friends, because most of us youths, we are experiencing it in our circle of friends, and you're thinking, this one personality, once I try say this is, we can no longer be friends because of this and this, they'll go back to the circle of friends that we share in common and say, guess what? Imagine after all that I've done for her, after everything that we have, you know, they start manipulating everyone's mind, and as you have said, they're very convincing, and somehow, somewhat, they'll find a way of making you look like the mess at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And for instance, because nowadays people don't really listen in to the other side of the story. In fact, they do not even have that time.
Yeah.
So how do we still soldier on? Because we are like, I'm going to lose all of my friends. I don't want to lose my friends. I don't want to lose. Where will I start from?
Now, talking about the messy part is what people are scared of. Look, like if I'm walking out of a relationship, probably it will be hard for me because, number one, I'm scared of what this person is going to do. Is he going to come after me? Remember, now you are aware of what they are able to do, what they can do. These people can go to your workplace and spoil everything for you. Wanafanya kazi hapo. So they will go to an extent. So that fear of, I don't know what you're going to do next, is what actually keeps people in that situation.
Yeah.
Now, we always have to remember that narcissists pick fights. Is whereby you completely don't play whatever role they want you to play, or you don't participate in whatever they want you to participate in. So let's say, for example, they came home, maybe ulipika mboga na ugali. Let's say you are the wife or the husband, whichever. Yeah, and they wanted meat. So they'll tell you, I left money, why didn't you cook meat? And you will give your reasons, maybe one or two. And they pick fight out of that. What you simply do is do not even reply to their arguments. Do not, just completely shut down.
That's the other option.
Yeah, but you know, for many people, Pia, that shutting down is not easy for them because they always want to fight back.
You. Why aren't you
yeah,
answering
they'll keep
me?
poking you, like, I'm talking to you, why are you not answering me? Why are you not replying to what I'm asking? Why are you not doing this? But if you're somebody who is also easily provoked, you will find yourself in that circle of
skyrocketing all over.
Like all over. But for somebody who is so much aware that I really don't want to pick a fight with you today, you'll talk alone. Utagombana peke yako until you finish. And this thing really gets to them. The fact that you can keep quiet and not even participate in whatever they want you to, or participate in their circles, it really gets to them. They will get angry like 3 or 4 times the way they usually do.
Wow.
Because now you're not giving them back that energy. You're not giving them that satisfaction.
More reasons to, you know, to continue.
Yeah, you're not giving them that satisfaction of winning in an argument, because for them it's all about winning a fight. So if you're not giving them that that satisfaction anymore, they might feel like okay, I want to let this one go because maybe, but they'll keep poking you because you are now their victim.
Yeah.
So if I think grey rocking is one of the best measures that works well with narcissists, because if you grey rock them, they won't have any other thing to fight.
Okay.
So itakufa haraka rather than if you talk back at them and it's prolonged, you can even fight the whole night or the whole day over one issue.
Yeah, and they're not going to let go as long as you're still fighting. Because it's about winning. You say for them, it's about winning. Thank you so much, Sharon. We could continue with this conversation, definitely, but probably off camera. But guys, I want to believe that you have learned a lot, even about narcissism. And remember, your feedback is always of importance to us as Talk It Show on Real Generation TV. Give us your feedback. Have you learned something new? Is there a situation that you have gone through that is now becoming a highlight of narcissism? If you're a narcissist, you've just become aware that you're a narcissist and you are one of the 1% out of the 1,000, 1 out of the 1,000 that is able to admit that I think I want to change. I don't want this to become it for me. If you just realize that you are a daughter of a narcissist or a son of a narcissist, or you're dating a narcissist, or you have narcissist friends, probably this is that video that you've been waiting for to make that short. As she said, the others might be hard to execute, but I think the grey rocking has come out so well. Thank you, Sharon. I'm glad to have you always, and thank you guys. Until next time, bye. To girl Valentine Muga.